I don't. We're not about to do that whole makeup thing today. So here is a bummy video. Hi beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be all things business. I'm going to do some unboxing for y'all on some of my inventory that have arrived finally, and we're gonna talk about all things business. I actually plan to start a series or a playlist of videos concerning everything business wise. We'll talk about business topics for my fellow girl bosses and guys who are looking to start a business, have a business, want to expand, or just want to find out things about business on the whole, right? So yeah, we're gonna have some discussions today. So first, let me start the unboxing because we're gonna talk about a few different things after I unbox these. So let me show y'all what I got. So I got these the male beard oil bottles. First, let me introduce my business actually. So you guys know why I actually buy these types of things. So my business is Khair, and that means goodness in Arabic, just so you know, informational. So what is Khair? Khair offers wellness and self-love products for men and women, targeting and promoting self-love and self-care for the hair, body, and the soul. Right? Great. So I've been working on, that might have sounded fluent, but I've been working on trying to formulate in my mind how I'm going to introduce my business if somebody asks me, because I feel like that's important. Like, if you're going to put yourself on the forefront as an entrepreneur or a business owner, when somebody asks you about your business, what are you going to say? You have to be able to explain in 2 sentences or less what your business is about, right? So I've been working on that, and for other people who are watching, you should probably work on that too, because I used to be one of these people, and I do usually come across people who sometimes you might ask them, okay, so what's your business about, right? And they don't really, unless like the name is very self-explanatory, they don't know how to explain their business or what to tell me in a short way. So by the time they get to the end of the explanation, I'm confused. So I've been working on that. That's something I think that we should all work on. I have not included the fact that my products are handmade in this explanation, or homemade in this explanation, because I do plan to expand and also have products that are not homemade. So yeah, that's the gang. So let's start the unboxing. So now that you guys understand why I'm bringing these products, I'm going to unbox and show you guys what I brought. And I did find a new vendor for my stuff, so I'll be bringing stuff in larger quantities after this last shipment here. So I won't be ordering from these vendors anymore, but I'm still gonna show you guys if you want to get from them. So I got these bottles from Bottle Depot. It's a 24 pack, matte black dropper bottles. I like it's definitely really great material and quality. And these are for they're bigger. They seem bigger than the last set of bottles that I had, because I had them in amber before, but I changed and I want to do the matte black for the men's product. So this product would have the men's beard oil. So I changed to these black, and I noticed that they seem to be bigger. I don't know. They don't look as small as the amber ones were, but yeah, these are the bottles in matte black, and these are for the male beard oil. And I'm going to be sanitizing these, showing you guys how I sanitize these bottles and then label them. yeah, look out for that towards the end of the video, because sanitizing is important, especially now. So this is what it comes in. This is the packaging. You have, you know, none of the bottles are broken, I don't think. Everything came okay. Just that the weight, it's about 8 pounds, so you pay a lot for shipping because of the weight. But I guess that's the sacrifices that you gotta make. So the next thing I have are these pink mailers, and I don't do shipping just yet, but I think mailers are a really cute and affordable way to package your products, depending on the type of products that you have. And since I did plan on starting to do shipping, I'm working on getting shipping to the US, Canada, and Trinidad soon. So it's better I start working with these. So when I start doing the shipping, I'm already accustomed to using it. So these came in a pack of 100 mailers. I can't remember how much I paid, but I have them coming in black for the beard oil. They haven't arrived yet, but they'll be here soon. So I have these in black and pink. Pink are for the girlies. And so I got these stickers too. It's a roll of stickers for my packaging. It says, I don't know if you can see, but it says, "You've got great taste." Hey, camera, focus. See it? Yeah. Yes, it says you've got great taste, and this is the idea. So I want to, when I deliver my product, they'll be coming in these mailers and with the "You've got great taste" stickers, until I can have my own customized stickers. But this is what I'm using for now. The mailers are pretty big enough for my products. Depending on what your products are, you have to decide how you're going to package your stuff. So this is my packaging for the hair oils and the beard oil. And I ordered these for new products that I have coming. These would be, oh, they came with some labels that I don't think I'm ever going to use. Maybe I'll put them on books or something. And yeah, these are the products. So they're basically some jars that I got from Amazon. I leave the links of all these products in the description box. So I got these from Amazon. They're 8-ounce jars that I will be putting some products inside, new products that you guys will see if you follow kair.gy on Instagram, or follow me on my personal page at akila.geronimo. You're gonna see when I release the new products. I'm not gonna say what it is here because I'm not ready to release it. It's a secret for now. So yeah, the new products will be in. So yeah, so I have my labels here. I got them from Shaw's Media. These are for the bottles and the containers. I got these labels from Shaw's Media. They're almost finished, so that's good because, you know, business is going good. That's what it tells me. So I have the Kair Kids labels here, and the Shikikai hair powder at the bottom. That's the circular one, and these are the men labels. So this is how I get my labels. I did the graphics for them myself, and I ordered the printing from Shaw's Media. He also does the graphics. So if you guys don't think that you want to create your own labels, or you're probably not, you know, you don't think you're on that creative side of making your own labels, then you can message them at Shaw's Media and they will create the labels for you. Just tell them the idea you have in mind, and they will also provide the printing. And these are the printing for what is wrong with this thing? Yes, these are the printing for the herbal hair growth oils. So the herbal hair growth oils, they sell way faster in larger quantities. So I got this one in a larger amount of stickers. But the bear dolls are going just as fast, so I might have to get some more stickers very, very, very soon, right? So this is my inventory for now. The rest of my stuff haven't arrived as yet. So I'll just be sitting here waiting, and my customers are waiting. But blame it on Corona, guys. If you're watching this video and you are a customer with an order, just blame it on Corona. Aside from my professional explanation, you know, my little broadcast message that I sent, please be patient with us, and that I sent to y'all in private message, it's Corona. Just blame it on Corona, right? Because I could tell y'all out here, but behind the business, I have to be professional. So please be patient with us while we deal with the delays due to the COVID-19 situation. Anyways, sanitization. A lot of people would order these things and they would not sanitize the bottles, whether they do business or they're just ordering it for their own personal use. Remember that sanitizing is important, especially if you're gonna be retailing these things, right? So I usually sanitize these bottles, so I'm gonna go and show you guys the process, what I do. So let's get into that. The empty bottles and place them in hot water. Not boiling hot, warm water. I'm not putting my caps because I sanitize that differently. I don't want the rubber to be burnt from the hot water. You can add rubbing alcohol, or if you have those, well, there's sanitizing buckets that you can order. I have some coming, so you can order sanitizing buckets. So when they come, all you need to do is just put the bottles inside and sanitize them like that. Right? So yeah, this is the process. This just make sure that the bottles are clean, even though the vendor might tell you, oh, they're sanitized or they're clean, whatever. Still make sure that you sanitize them when they get in your responsibility. So I'm back with the bottles, just finished sanitizing them. So you just leave the bottles in the water for like I leave them for like half an hour. So you leave them in the bottles and you leave them in the water, and then you dry them off. You gotta allow inside to dry. Inside isn't dry for me yet, but I'm going to label them and then put them in the sun, right? Just for the sake of the video. But I have a few things that I want to talk about in terms of business. And the first thing I want to talk about is order management. I started this business, and I think now I have a lot more knowledge in terms of startup and certain things that you should have in place, or at least have a bit of knowledge of, that you can grow on when you're, you know, a little bit more experienced. But I felt like I have this way that I would usually think that I can just jump on something and perfect it as I go along, or try with it as I go along, right? But you see, this thing had other plans for me. So I had to like learn how to manage my orders, and it may have, I'm not saying it did, but it can and it may like create a bad experience firsthand for your customers. Because I went into this thing and I was like, listen, I didn't have any order management systems in place, right? And one reason that I didn't have is because I guess I probably thought that I didn't expect this much orders or support or whatever you want to call it, right? But that's bad. That's a bad mentality to have, because if you're entering into a business or a venture, why would you expect little support? Or you gotta cater for extreme success, right? You don't like go overboard, but you have to put certain things in place, because you got to expect that your business is going to do well because you put time and thought into it. So it all ties back into having a plan. If I had a structured plan, right, then I wanna have a situation where managing orders was giving me a hard time, because I would have been managing my orders from the beginning. So it was as small as, at the start, I could have just wrote things down in a book, and then you know what happened? I lost the book. So now I lost the book, and I can't manage the people orders. And it's like when new artists coming in now, I thinking that I could remember them or like put them in my phone, put them here, put them there, like whenever they come, I just write it down. And it wasn't working. That wasn't working. So I had to get a uniform system to manage these orders, right? However, I found a solution. So I started to use an Excel sheet, and I started to manage the orders from there. So I put in certain columns at first, and then now, because I've did so much research and tried to get myself so learned in it, I created extra columns that are helping me a lot more with managing these orders, right? So let me just show y'all how I would put the labels on while I'm yapping. So I use the let me get a close-up view here. So this is the label. Take it off the paper, but I use the line and I just put the star to the sticker right by the line. I kind of have my own average already, developed my own average on how I get it on the from bottom to top. And voila, Career Men. Let me see. Tell me if you like these labels. This is Career Men Herb Infused Enriching Beard Oil, right? Guys, all the guys, look out, because I got more things coming for y'all, right? Y'all don't feel no way. We including the men in. We are pampering our men in 2020 for the ladies. Okay, they deserve it now. We know man is dog and thing, right? But think about it. If you pamper men, right, and you treat them a certain way and they understand self-care and worth and things like that, topics like that we don't talk about, our men are going to do a lot better, because then, you know, they got a different mentality. And we need to help our men do better. Seriously. We do. So, understand that men need self-care. Men need self-care. Men need pampering. Men need care for the soul. Need wellness. You know? So, I think we tend to forget men sometimes. So, I am a part of the men's movement because I be pampering babe. Right? So y'all best get on the train and start pampering these men. And guys, y'all don't be cheap. Now you go and pay $2,000. These men, I don't understand these men logic. You pay $2,000 at the barbershop. You cut your hair, you nice up your beard, and then you go home and wash your hair with Iris Spring. And you don't put nothing in your beard. Your beard left crusty from the time you line it up to the time you go back and line it up. And it stunted. It ain't growing. And you get bald patches in the beard. Y'all got to shop Kair. Shop Kair. Do better for yourselves, guys. We have a lot more in store for our men. Okay? So y'all won't have to be washing your hair with Iris Spring and Dove. We are coming through with the male shampoos and stuff. We're catering for our guys out here. They need me. So yes, I'm labeling all these bottles. So yeah, order management is a big thing. If you haven't started your business and you're thinking about it, figure out what kind of platform you have in your business and how you plan from the inception to start managing orders, right? Because that's something very, very important. Don't wait till it becomes the point where you can't, and then because it can reflect and customers they might not understand from an entrepreneur perspective or a business perspective, and they can just think, well, oh gosh, this girl ain't providing me things that, you know, say it's look bad on you. So you gotta put things in place. Make sure that you have a plan on how you'll be managing orders. The thing I want to talk about is staying focused on one goal at a time. So, and all these things I talked about, it's not like I giving y'all tips on stuff that just because I feel like I am an expert. I'm no expert in business. I'm still learning. Definitely still learning so much. And that's why you would find from time to time, like, if you know me personally or if you're following my business, you would find that certain improvements are being made from time to time, because that's the way I have to do it. It's already launched, it's already in progress, so I can't just shut it down and then plan again from the start and then start up again. It's in progress, so I got to work with what I have and build from what I have right now. But if you have plans to start a business and you have not started as yet, you're at an advantage if you can have certain things in place before you do start up, right? So staying focused on goals, let's talk about though, because I don't know, I would like to think that there are other people out there like me who have my way of thinking, and I noticed that I would like, okay, I'm doing this, yeah, but there's so many other things that I want to do, right? And then I would try to do all these things all at once. It's like you're thinking about this, but you got this going on and da 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 da. And one thing is really decrease how much potential whatever you're doing has. It decreases the potential to grow in it, right? So when I said that, I mean like, all right, let's say for example the oils. So if I'm going to be focusing on the oils, I'm going to be focusing on the next product that I bring in, I'm going to be focusing on opening 2 more businesses, and like, you know, I overcrowd my mind and I become so overwhelmed that I am really trying to perfect these oils, making sure that my orders are being managed, my customers are getting the best out of what they should get. And I'm so happy that I'm learning these things at such an early stage in my business, right? So that I could be able to provide a certain experience that is different and that I feel comfortable with, because I believe in quality and paying for quality. And I feel like when I message a company and I get a certain experience, or a company, even if it's a small business, when I message a small business and I get a certain response or I feel a certain aura or experience, I want to shop from them all the time. Every time I become loyal to them when I get a certain customer experience, you know? So from a customer point of view, you want to focus on those things. Focus on one goal at a time. Make sure that wherever it is that you're doing, you work on it and perfect that before you move on to something else, because it takes away from what you're doing and you don't know, sometimes it don't seem the way, but you're losing a lot more. Maybe you're getting a lot of sales, yeah, but you could get a lot more. Maybe you're producing a lot, yes, but you could learn to perfect your craft and produce so much more. Even if it's content you're creating, like in terms of YouTube and stuff like that, focus on one thing. Don't try to be all over the place. Find your niche and work on that, and try to perfect whatever it is that you're working. So I don't know if I'm the only person who started my business like this, but I started my business with $100 US, right? I'm gonna get a little personal here. So yeah, mind my business. Mind it. Literally. So I started my business with 100 US. Because of the fact that that's what I had. That's all I had. And I was like, listen, I really want to start this business. And it was on my mind, and I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do nothing. I just wanted to get my stuff. And I said, listen, I can just order a small amount of stuff, and I can post the first set and see how it goes. And I brought in 24 bottles of the plastic bottles, and I made the oils and cured them and stuff. And I bought some, well, I didn't get the essential oils in bulk. I had to go and buy them from one, and the essential oils, they were like, essential oils here are very expensive, right? Essential oils generally very expensive. So I bring them in one and stuff, and I had to use these oils and make my combination and make sure that, you know, and I didn't even have a measuring cup. Now I have a set so that I know exactly how much I put in and how much. I had to average these. It was a mess, and I didn't want to start selling as yet. But my friend, she was like, she won't buy the oils. She ready for her oils and this and that and that. And I was, I don't know. So I decided to make one for myself. Put a bottle. And I posted it on Instagram. And the amount of people that started to message me for this thing, I was like, wow, right? So I started taking orders and stuff. And before you knew it, I ordered my second batch of stuff. And from there, I started to get a little bit more structure in what I was doing and how I'm going to go about doing it. And I got to order my stuff in bulk, except for the bottles. I only recently, like, my business is generally like 3 months to 4 months old. And I just find a solution to my bottle problem, because I was like having issues sourcing the bottles. And then recently I found a solution to that. Started with this stuff and so on. I started bringing in my stuff, and things just keep getting better and better. Like, people were supporting, people are still supporting, and they don't know how much more work I have to do for Kyer and what's the vision I have, right? But they're still supporting. I already have some type of loyalty in the brand, right? Because of the experience that I provide and the time that I put into certain things. And I ain't saying, me talking like, you know, because I got so much more work to do. So me talking like, you know, I arrive. I have not arrived, contrary to popular belief, right? But there's so much more I have to work on and stuff. But because I took these simple tips and started to tell myself, listen, these things you gotta focus on, and you gotta really, you know, stop thinking small. Stop thinking like, oh, yes, it is a small business, but you don't have to think small because it's a small business that you have. Think big and perfect what you have so that you can grow into what you don't have. and start having more. You know, a goal is a dream with a deadline, as this says. I have some structure now because products used to just be coming up in my head, like, you know, I'm thinking of this. Oh, I want to make this, and I got on research how to make this and how to do this and how to do that, and that wasn't working for me because that was clouding my vision. Like, you know, that was making me feel like, oh, I want to do all these things, but I didn't have no structure. It was taken away from me perfecting my oils and the blends and getting exactly what I wanted for the customers and stuff. Like, I didn't even realize it, and I just started to become zen. I was trying to become, Ramadan is responsible for that, by the way. Like, you know, sit and just think to myself, just relax, calm down. Here is what you're going to do. And I started to write everything down. I'm not going to show you guys my plans, but here's how I wrote everything down. I put in the camera first so y'all can't see, y'all can't read my business, right? So I wrote everything down on how I plan to bring forward these stuff. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave me a comment or leave me a message on Instagram so that I can get back to you. We can talk. I am so open to helping other people based on the struggles that I did have and the way that I started, because I feel like I should have put a little more time and effort into it and don't just rush this thing like I was rushing. But nevertheless, I did that, and I'm growing from it, and like, you know, fixing and finding solutions to the previous issues, and it's working for me. I'm so open to helping other people or other striving or potential entrepreneurs or people who are already entrepreneurs, but I want somebody to help them with certain small things. Like, it's not even big things you just want some help with. It's just a few questions you just have that you can't get answers to because you're not comfortable messaging other people from other businesses. Find out like, hey, where did you get that from? Or hey, how did you go about doing this or that? You know, because you might feel like people might not want to share the information with you. Like, of course, I'm not gonna tell y'all, hey, this is exactly where I'm supposed to start my oils and this is how I do it, and then blah blah blah, because then you could do everything that I'm doing. But I am going to help you. I'm going to help you. If you want to sell something that I sell, I am still going to help you because we can all eat, you know. So if you feel like you want to message me, there's enough customers out there for all of us, so don't feel no way. I am going to help you. Don't feel no way messaging me. I am open-minded. I hope you guys liked this video. I do plan on doing more videos, more chit chat, because like the structured stuff, I don't think I'm good at that. I'm not good at like talking about things that I have to, you know, be all professional and blah 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 blah. I can sit and yap because I like talk. We could do things like that. I can share the little knowledge that I do have. So I will be having this series, All Things Business. So expect more videos like this. If you want to see more videos like this and you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can know every time I upload a video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and comment too. See y'all in the next video. Love and light. Peace.